The trip began in a pretty wild way. It started off with a desire to see more of the world after our trip to Brazil last year. After we started talking about what we were going to be doing as a team this summer and staying around, I got online and typed it into Google, trips abroad. And the first thing that popped up was World Endeavors. It was a program, and I clicked on it, called them up. And Ghana was one of the options that they had talked about. You had a host family and a way to really become engrossed in the culture, and that was about what I was looking for. And it was actually a really nice transition going from starting with the hotel and kind of seeing the outside culture and then moving to the homestay. Because I think if I would have gone straight to the homestay, it would have been even more of a culture shock. But having that little bit of a bridge in there was nice.
I am leaving Joy Family Lodge today, getting on a bus. I'm going to Kumasi, and I am somewhat terrified out of my mind.
That was a bit scary because I was with a taxi driver who didn't speak much English, going through a big moat of standing water. It all worked out totally fine, and I was scared there for a while, but it was a fun experience. When I first got to meet my host family, she's a jolly old African lady. First thing when I got there, it was like we'd known each other forever, we were best friends, and she was already making fun of me and making fun of my American accent.
Can you take one of me?
How do you act this?
It's already on, it's just videotaping this. And you eat it.
They don't eat very much meat, and the meat that they do eat, not so good. It would be kind of like a full fish, just kind of placed on your plate with all the guts and the eyeballs, and my host mom would say, keep eating, finish all. I'm sitting there thinking, how the heck am I going to eat these? It's like the face and then the guts. Which part of them am I supposed to finish?
This is foo-foo.
The team that I was with was a team that had been identified by the World Endeavors program as one that was in an area that some of the better kids came to, and they had clubs set up, but the clubs had one coach for all of their teams, and they had 3 soccer balls for their whole club, and they had one set of jerseys that they would have one game day, and they would pass their jerseys down. After the U12s would play, then the U15s would play, and every time the jerseys would get taken off, and so by the end of the day, these jerseys are all torn up and really dirty, and they were super hardworking. And the field that they played on was not any grass. It was super hard rock with dirt, and it was all slanted, and I was feeling really bad for some of the goalkeepers that I was working with. And they would stand up and they'd have these kind of big gashes on their legs, but they just wanted to keep going, and it was really eye-opening, and it was cool to see. And I think by the end of the week they really were doing much better with possession and keeping the ball to their own team, and it was really fun. And it was fun to kind of learn with each other and teach each other some things. It taught me a lot, and it really pushed me totally out of my comfort zone. I'm even glad that I was alone as the coach working with the kids, because it was harder and yet more rewarding. It was one of the coolest experiences that I've ever had, and I would probably do it just about exactly how I did it, except for maybe bring a couple more Cliff Bars.